You'd think that being trapped in stone would mean that, if nothing else, I could get some peace and quiet. Unfortunately, it seems that Celestia has other ideas. She has appointed these ponies, these keepers, as she calls them, to keep me entertained during my incarceration. Honestly, I'd prefer the boredom. The Keepers of Discord by Hoopy McGee takes place just after the events of the Return of Harmony. Discord has been imprisoned in stone once again, but unbeknownst to anyone else, he is fully aware of his surroundings despite being completely unable to do anything. And while it had never occurred to Celestia before about Discord being conscious during his first stone imprisonment, her encounter with Discord in the Return of Harmony made her think twice about leaving him alone in his garden again. Thus she appoints a keeper to clean his statue and maintain the area around his garden, as well as keep Discord company by chatting with him on a daily basis. Now the entire story is told from Discord's perspective, so we can tell exactly how he is reacting to everything that is going on around him. However, Princess Celestia and the Keepers themselves are never quite certain as to whether Discord really can sense his surroundings. So it makes for an intriguing look into Discord's mind, and given his immortality, Discord is going through this daily routine for months, years, even decades. And he watches as these Keepers get older, start families of their own, and pass on their duties to the next generation. And so the story not only gives an interesting look into Discord's character and his motivations, but it also gives us a very realistic take on immortality and the effects that it can have on an individual. Now, this story was written long before Keep Calm and Flutter On, so Discord is still a very self-centered character who thinks of these mortal ponies as not being worth his attention, except as his playthings. But somewhat similar to Keep Calm and Flutter On, we see Discord starting to notice something that he had never come across before, an individual that actually starts to care for him, despite not even knowing whether Discord can understand what is happening around his stone prison. In some ways, I think this story actually gives us a better representation of Discord than what we saw in Season 3. Not in every way, but in some ways. The Keepers of Discord remains one of the highest rated fanfictions within the Brony fandom. But unlike Past Sins, which clocks in at more than 200,000 words, this story is far shorter with just over 10,000 words. However, just like Past Sins, the Keepers of Discord actually has a lot of emotion put into it. Reading through this story will actually make you start to care about its characters and its happenings. And on top of that, it will leave you feeling rather differently about Discord afterwards. Now, despite the fact that this fanfiction does have some profanity here and there that I really don't think is necessary to the story, I for one really enjoyed how everything played out. It really left an impression on me when I first came across this story through a dramatic reading done by Crazed Rambling. It actually made for some good listening while I was going through my daily work, and I would highly recommend others to check it out. I'll post a link in the description. And for those of you who enjoy a good read, I'd say that you can get through this fanfiction in less than an hour, although I'd be willing to bet that it will leave you with a far more lasting impression than the amount of time you'd put into looking through it. It certainly did for me. In the meantime, though, I would like to hear from anyone who has already gone through this story. Given what we have seen from Discord in Season 3 and even Season 4, do you think this story gives a good portrayal of his character? Do you think the events that Discord goes through would have any real bearing on his behavior? Did this story leave you with any lasting impressions as it did for me? I would like to hear your thoughts on the Keepers of Discord, and let us hope that we will be seeing more depth to his character in the future. I am DRWolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.